Alright, here we go, guys. Today is the night. Those who signed up for Machete Recon will have to meet us at Veterans Park in Redondo Beach by 9, no later than that. And also for the 12-hour and the 4-hour, the last person to show up, which probably will be someone a little late, is gonna wear this bad boy for the entire event. That's a
Don't
20.
be late.
Oh yes, that's a 22-pound vest. And here's Junior to introduce you the gear list. And it's not too much stuff to ask. Like some of the things in here, like the hydration and calories. I mean, some of you might be fasting and might not eat anything. But for the most of you who need to have some type of calories, that's really up to you what you want to have in there. I mean, don't bring like sandwiches and shit like that. But a lot of people like to use goods. What do you like to use?
Protein bars,
Protein bars,
gel blocks.
rice cakes. I see some people use that. But if I was you, just try to keep things lighter. Don't bring too much stuff. Anyone can go 12 hours with, you know, with a full meal. And then for those doing the 4-hour, I mean, you should be fine. So we'll go down as far as the things that you will need, starting with the 12-hour recon. You have a sleeping bag. So sleeping bag, Steve put out a post, a video, and he had a particular one. He said you don't have to have that one, but I think he was just suggesting a cheap one. That way, you know, you don't go out there and spend like $80 on a fancy one. So that would be the sleeping bag. And this is for the 12-hour recon. So if you're doing 12-hour recon, you need that. You also need some zip tie. That's some zip tie.
Zip ties.
I mean, most people should know what zip ties are, but basically it's these little things, zip ties. You get them at Home Depot or anywhere else. And then a headlamp. You have a headlamp?
A working headlamp.
Working headlamp. By the way, this stuff is for Miriam, who's recording.
Extra batteries. If you think your battery's not going to last 12 hours or more.
So for sure a headlamp for the 12 hours. For those doing that 4-hour, at 5 in the morning it's pretty dark, so I'll say bring it. If you don't have one, you'll be fine, but if you could bring it for the 4-hour, it's optional. For the recon, you have to have it. And same thing, fuel for the recon, but for a longer period. Also, I mean, Junior's almost pretty much ready, wearing all black. So wear black clothes. We don't want to be looking like capirotada. If you're not Mexican, look it up. Capirotada.
Google it.
It's like this bread thing with a bunch of freaking candies of different colors. We don't want that. We want to be black, like ninjas. So, as far as clothing, people over the years have always asked, does my shoes have to be black too? So, use comment says no, you don't have to have fucking black shoes. But if you have them all black, you will look just badass. That's it.
Yep.
Same thing, headlamp optional, hydration. When we mean hydration, that means water. For the most part, you could bring some Gatorades, but try to get everything on a rug.
Bladder.
If you have a rug, most of them are, you can put the bladders in there. If not, throw some bottles in there. But those are very good because you're able to drink water on the go. You don't have to stop and pull them out. So hydration, calories, empty sandbag. I mean, you could bring a couple. You don't have to bring like 4 or 5, trying to be a freaking, what do they call it, teacher's pet, and oh, I brought extra for everybody. Don't do that. Just bring for yourself.
Standard size too. Don't bring the extra big ones.
Yeah, don't bring fucking costalotes. Just those are cool. 2 will be more than fine. So empty sandbags. They're about 35 cents at Home Depot. Some tape. Bring your tape. Duct tape. Looks great. If it's black, I guess whatever, we'll make it work. But that's the shit right there. So what else? Oh, we have the buffer.
Yeah.
So I asked for a red or black bandana. We're not gonna go rob 7-Eleven, but
Regular buffer.
yeah, if it's not if you don't have like an actual bandana, a buffer will do. Just anything to cover your face. And then the last but not least, we have a broomstick. Simple broomstick. Don't bring the actual broom. We're not gonna freaking sweep the beach. Just the broomstick. Take it from your house. You should have one, unless you have one of those fancy little fucking things that sweep your house. But I better come a little closer so they could hear us, because I don't know. So that's
They can
pretty
hear
much
you.
as far as the gear list. As far as everything else, like I said, Junior and Miriam, they came here last night from freaking Gilroy. What was your drive?
Like 6-hour drive.
6 hours. And you know most of you don't like driving, so we have actually a good number of people coming from up north, including our other coach Steve. So with that said, they're obviously not gonna be late. They're already here. So if you're not farther than 6-7 hours, you got zero excuses why to be late tomorrow. And the reason we always like emphasize being on time is due to the fact that we tell you that the entire event is gonna be over by 9 or 9:30. That's the time. Sometimes it has happened, but that was by choice.
Yeah.
That we extended one of the recons to like 16 hours. But for the most part, we try to stick to the time. That way, if you have plans, then you could go on about your day. And so we respect your time, respect our time. And again, if you don't have none of this stuff today, you still got plenty of time to get it. If you didn't register, shit, you can still register today. Don't miss the fun. It's gonna be great. Redondo Beach, that's where we started our events, and it's gonna be good to be back. And then this is like an ending of the year of just a great year overall again. And then getting ready for 2020. That's crazy. 2020.
Major events.
Yeah, we're gonna go back up north. We were talking about doing a NorCal, specifically in Gilroy, 12-hour event. So we'll be on the lookout for that. That'll probably be the first thing we do in 2020. Then a trail race, and then anything else that can come up.
Back to San Francisco.
Yeah, San Francisco for sure. We'll be back. That's one of our favorite spots. Fresno, I don't know, man. I think they're into something else now. They're too epic now. But if they feel more like madness, then they'll come to San Francisco. We ain't going to Fresno more. We're like divorced. Fuck you guys. Just kidding. So anyway, so that's pretty much about it. Any questions? Don't ask me. Don't ask.
Don't
But-
be late.
Oh, so we're gonna bring this bad boy. The last person to show up for Recon wearing that, and then that person is gonna give it to the last person that shows up for the regular event.
The regular 4-hour event.
And very important, the location. I forgot to add about that. So it's Redondo Beach. We meet at Veterans Park. I don't believe there's another Veterans Park in Redondo Beach. If you have anyone with a cell phone, or if you don't have a cell phone, then you're not even watching this. You're not even watching this right here. But anyways, just Google Veterans Park, Redondo Beach Pier. It's right there. You can't miss it. They have a memorial, nice area for with a big flag. So that's where we always meet, and that's where you need to be. Plan accordingly, because there is you could pay for parking. Go down to the pier. Pay public parking. It's not, well, it is public, but you have to pay. It's not even that much. That's where we park. So you could park there, or you could park on the streets. But man, if you're gonna be a cheap ass and park on the streets, just get there early. What else about that? Yeah, we always have people lost somewhere around the damn beach. It's not that hard, guys. Veterans Park. And by the way, this weekend is the United States Marine Corps birthday. So we're gonna celebrate, and this is in honor of all the past, present, and future Marines. We're gonna celebrate it very special way. You guys are gonna do it. Anyways, can't wait to see you guys. See you in Redondo Beach.
See you guys.
Let's go, baby.
Let's do this.
Vamos.